In appreciation of the stylists of America, who work in lines, forms, and textures and colors to give to us beauty, charm, and elegance in the conveniences, comforts, and necessities of our daily living. As a tribute to men and women who design. Through the arts and crafts of the American stylists, the things about us are made to express our own free spirits and desires for the colorful things that spell sheer fun. Improved styling constantly adds to the ease and grace and gaiety of American living. The things we have in America are ever changing. The studios and workshops of our stylists pour forth a never-ending flow of service and of artistry. Lines, planes, forms, and substances in colors. On come the developments of ideas, in pace with the emphatic decisions of the American people as to what they want, in the shapes of utility, and in the manner of their own ever-improving good taste. For our home life, the stylists are creating new expressions of utility, convenience, and beauty in the everyday things that serve us. Wondrous possessions which have new grace and glamour are offered the American people. Homes have more than new plans. They have new patterns for living, made attractive by luxurious interiors. Living space is enhanced by new materials and accented by subtleties of color selection. by the way things look as well as the way they perform, our homes acquire new grace, new glamour, new accommodations, expressing not only the American love of beauty, but also the basic freedom of the American people, which is the freedom of individual choice. In form, proportion, rhythm, and variety, the stylists leave their unmistakable marks on everyday conveniences in flowing lines and graceful shapes, which we as Americans may enjoy. Women and men alike are increasingly interested in the look of things. They eagerly give their attention to what's new and beautiful and advanced. Modern packaging does more than wrap and hold and conceal. Stunning in color, ingenious in design, it brings festivity to the marketplace, tempting, hinting, and revealing. Those who dream in design are always contributing to our ways of work. Working situations benefit from a new kind of layout, bright, open, and inviting. The modern designer creates beauty through simplicity, bringing to active business a look of casualness, a look of luxury, combining to create a new look to American efficiency. The designer's influence is reflected in our work, adding new style and new appeal to the variety of outdoor equipment that serves us in so many ways. Engineering the shape and look of machines that change the shape and look of the land itself. There's a fresh look to fun in America today. Stylists have added new zest to recreation by bringing an exciting look to the large variety of things which make leisure hours more pleasurable. Modern fashion has the active look, the casual look. The family at home is enjoying the convenience and the functional beauty of walls of glass, merging room with room, blending inside with outside. Modern American architecture has a boldness, a functional beauty, the look of America expressed in materials old and new. As the stylists surround our lives with functional forms of beauty, so they surround themselves in an atmosphere of aesthetic challenge. For the studio of design is an inspiration in itself, where men and women representing a variety of talents join their efforts and materialize their dreams. To give us a better understanding of the basic elements which go to make up the American look, let us look at an example of how styles and designs are created and developed. Working in an artistic atmosphere, men and women of taste and imagination come together to take on the task of creating a design which will express the American look. To every stylist, engineer, draftsman, and clay modeler, as well as the specialists on color, fabrics, and metals, the creation of a new design is a complex process and a tremendous challenge worthy of their most exhaustive effort. And because the newest designs must be kept confidential until just the right moment, the stylists work in rooms that are constantly locked. And here the dream begins, as the basic concepts of the design problem are defined and outlined. In the broadest terms, the objectives are stated and clarified, appraised and evaluated. And thus, a design theme, an imaginative but practical goal, is established and agreed upon. Now there is only the stylist's creativity, his courage to dream, his knowledge and his experience, to bring forth a beginning, a starting point, a place of departure. And from such dream work of individual stylists, there emerge finally a number of concepts, which, although varying greatly in specific treatment, still conform to the established limits of the overall design theme. Now the choice narrows down to one or two concepts, which combine the best styling features from all the other efforts. With the basic concept established, the design must now undergo an intensive period of improvement, refinement, changes, and revisions, emerging at last as the culmination of ideas developed in many minds through many months. The stylists convert the smaller sketches into full-sized renderings and line drawings, which once again develop and refine the design theme. New dimensions now are added to line to translate the stylist's concept from drawings to full-bodied forms. To model the detailing for the finished design, a pliable material is needed. And the form is sculptured into a faithful bodily expression of the full-sized line drawing. Contours are established and held true to the exactions of templates, which accurately transfer the dimensions for conforming surfaces. At the same time, the individual art forms of decorations are sculptured in clay for a continuing development of the three-dimensional theme. Now, the dreams are presented for approval. Only a short step behind the exterior concept is the design theme of the interior and its concepts of complement in color. Textures must harmonize with colors, and fabrics must be durable as well as artistically compatible with the overall interior theme. Each design concept, exterior as well as interior, is now translated from clay to plaster, from plaster to fiberglass. Thus, the ideas, the concepts, and the dreams of the stylists come to life in the form of full-scale components modeled in fiberglass. To give us the blend of functional beauty, now comes the final transformation into metal, glass, fibers, and fabrics. Modern technology has supplied the American stylist with new materials of intriguing lightness and great strength. The distinguishing marks of the new American look are in art forms, in colors, and in the expressive changes of surface which bring out the new textures and the interplay of materials. Designs in straight, delicate lines, designs in graceful curves, designs of strength without bulk, beauty of function as well as beauty of form. Indoors or outdoors, wherever we go or wherever we stay, now and in the future, we can all depend on the stylist to beautify everything we need. From the eye appeal and swift effectiveness of the smallest utensils in the kitchen of the future, to the serene grandeur of our glistening structures, the hand of the stylist is ever designing changes to improve our life of the future. Thanks to the American stylist. Yes, thanks to the men and women who design.